Hey Joey, you're muted. That's okay. You'll figure it out.
Of course I am. What's going on, Jesse?
Not much. Is this the correct one, the Thursday one? Because I think we
Well,
have two
so
now.
I found this one on the community page
Good.
in
Okay,
BuildX.
good. It was just updated. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Then this is probably the right one. I clicked one from Joe's message in the Slack because we have two now, which is annoying but workable. So,
Yeah. So I guess does Joe make that invitation or that does he, because can anybody make changes to the community page? Is it just
yeah, you can
in
put
our
PRs
docs?
in.
Um, I just ask, oh, I can't. I can't share my screen right now. It's kind of annoying. I don't know if you saw in that invitation. It's like, it's like who, where, and then some more
Uh,
details. And like if you click the where link, it it doesn't open up Zoom. There's another
mm,
link on there that says, Zoom that you can click.
gotcha. Yeah. I'm sure
One
they
of
would
the
love
links
more
is
PR.
busted. One of the links is busted. The other one works.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure they would appreciate a PR. You want to
Yeah.
throw one on there.
Yeah.
It's in the I think it's the docs repo.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Ready for all this snow?
No.
Any word on the tournament status?
They have not
Still
canceled
on.
it yet. Uh but oh wait, I have a message right now. When I look down. Oh, let's see. Yeah, they need decisions by 3 p.m. Gotcha. For other teams, yeah.
So I recall when we had some snowy, icy weather last year. I think they announced the school closures for the next day or the next week, like right at school dismissal the day before. So I'm fully expecting like 3:30 them telling us that school's canceled tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, I would expect that they'll tell us. I wouldn't be surprised. Our school likes to wait until it's already happened. So I
Mm,
wouldn't be surprised if they don't call it until like Sunday, so that they don't have
yeah,
people, you know, wondering,
yeah,
or they'll have people wondering. They love to
yeah.
do
They
that, I
will have
think.
people
Yeah,
wondering.
yeah. Well, it looks like it's just you and me so far. I mean, partially maybe you do because of the other link. Oh, here comes somebody else. Nice.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
The one.
All right, let me get stuff going. I know it's going to be in a light attendee list today. Let's see. All right. Yeah, sign into the document if you can. The document it should be on the community site as well as we can link it here if need be. new faces. I don't know. I can't see your face, but I don't think I know who David is. David, I don't know if you want to kind of introduce yourself and tell us what you're doing here at Build Packs Working Group.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a software engineer at Crumware. Um, I'm working on the Opinio product. Um, we've recently started moving over, well, really just kind of getting it up to date over the past year or so. It was a little 2 years out of date, and now we're kind of digging into okay, what can we do to improve the build process and all that kind of stuff. We hear a lot of people, you know, asking for Project Toml support since we're still using some fairly old Picato build packs that don't necessarily support that. Um, so kind of just seeing what the community is about, trying to learn some new things, and I don't have anything super specific to talk about today, but just want to join in and
Awesome.
introduce myself.
Well, welcome. Yeah, one of your colleagues was here a couple weeks ago for a couple weeks in a row, I think. Colin.
Yeah, Colin. Yep.
Cool. Awesome. Well, welcome. Yeah, feel free to. It's a pretty casual working group, so if there's something that people want to talk about, we usually just kind of dive into it at some point. But I'll go through the little bit of standing items we have, and then we'll just open the floor for topics. RFCs. Nothing needs a steward, which is good. Nothing is ready for review. Oh, I must have screwed up my labeling. 1 second, because there definitely should be something
Yeah.
here. Let's see. It should be this one. What is it looking for? It's looking for voting is open and type
It-
RFC. Oh, I don't have type
there we go.
RFC on
Right.
here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so the build pack, rebase build pack contributed layers. Oh, is that right? What did I screw up? I don't know.
It looks right.
Maybe there it is. It was just eventually
Yeah.
consistent. Um, Yeah, so this PR is looking for votes. So please take a moment to look and review and put your thumbs up, thumbs down, as well as feedback. The changes made since people might have seen it before were kind of verbiage around making sure that this is behind experimental flags. So both in pack and lifecycle, we're going to make sure that this rebase build pack contributed layers feature is initially behind experimental mode so that we don't feel so constrained to something we haven't really kicked the tires on heavily. So this is more of a proof of concept sort of spike all the way through. People are excited about it, so we want to make some movement, but we don't want to, you know, limit ourselves in the future with some API that doesn't make sense anymore. So this is kind of our easy way out of doing it. So it's going to be experimental only. And we did not tackle the distribution of patch files, but we did. I did kind of add some stuff in here about like what it could look like, so that when we come back and turn it from experimental to not, we can have that discussion on like maybe adding official metadata to build pack toml so that build packs can actually say, hey, my patch files for the layers I produce, should they exist here, and so that something like pack or a platform like Heroku or a Picato internal platform could potentially find a built image, look at the build packs, then go find their patch files to build an aggregate patch file for all the different build packs that are used in that already built application. So that's kind of the idea there. So yeah, take a read. Uh, More feedback and votes. Voting will close next week. So yeah, look forward to that. And no one's here to talk about graduation, though I know Joe and Terrence have been working hard on it. And I think there's some items that they asked for, and I think they're getting those taken care of. So I think we're moving forward on graduation. So I don't think there's anything else there to really chat about in any detail. So I'll open the floor up to any topics that anyone wants to chat about.
Um, excuse me. I had a question. I'm working on an RFC. I know Jesse and Juan, you're familiar with the RFC I'm working on to incorporate Artifact Hub, and I I don't know that I've explicitly had communication with any of the build pack. I'm sorry, any of the Pichetto build pack authors. And I was wondering if, if uh, like I know Forrest is a build pack author. I don't know if there's any other build pack authors that you might suggest I just kind of talk to and make sure they're aware of this thing and get some feedback.
Yeah, I think Jericho would be the
Okay,
other one, right? So
perfect. Yeah,
he was here last week. You missed him, but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
I'd hit him up on
I'm
Slack
familiar with
if you
Jericho.
want
Yeah,
Pichetto specific.
cool.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, so you're kind of looking for more feedback. Is that fair to say? Like,
Yeah, so I mean, I am looking for some feedback. And yeah, I want to get this to voting as soon as possible, but
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
It's been sitting out there a while. It's been in its current form for like 3 days, so
yeah,
the the age of the RFC is not necessarily representative of how long people have
sure.
had to look at it because I just changed it so much.
Yeah, and you have
It's like
that.
8 down,
There it
323.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just wanted to link it for anyone else who follows along in the recording or anything.
yeah, totally. Thank you.
Uh, yeah, so that's not how that works. Awesome. Yeah, that'd be good to get some more feedback. Yeah, I've been mostly off to the side on this one. I
Hmm.
primarily
Yeah,
deal with like life cycle and just kind of running this meeting really. That's like most of my
exactly. Yeah.
contribution, right? Which is fine, but the artifact hub is like way outside. Like I don't publish build packs. I only consume them and
Exactly.
they're typically in the builder. So I've been letting the people who have a more vested interest in that kind of dig in there. But I
Yeah.
will try to make a mental note to go look at your RFC's latest changes because I did see it in its previous,
Yeah, yeah,
version.
take a look. It's
Yeah.
in its current state, it's there's definitely work involved by the CNB platform team, and I would love to
Hmm.
contribute or do that work to change our publishing processes and all that stuff. But then of course the bulk of the work is probably on the build pack
Yeah.
authors
Yeah. But
to
if the
migrate their
tooling
processes.
changes, then hopefully it'll be
Exactly.
pretty
But
good, right? Yeah.
folks on the platform team though, like there shouldn't be
Hmm.
any required changes to platforms or applications.
Cool. Nice. That's great. Uh, any other topics? I have one about and I think Juan, you were in the thread about this. There was someone had a really old version of Docker from like 4 years ago, ran into like a
Yeah.
really, weird error message. And I say weird, it's just a poorly formatted error message from the Docker SDK/daemon, I think. It's like it kind of has it in it's just funny the way it words it because it's like, oh, this, your version of Docker is too out of date, but it says it in a way that makes it sound like our version's really old, but in fact, it's like their version's really old, but it just sort of has
Okay.
it in like a funny order. Anyway, and it was brought up that we should maybe start to document what versions of the Docker daemon
Mhm.
API we support. I don't really
Okay.
know how I feel about that yet. Like, I don't mind doing it, but I also don't really know how best to do it. Like, Docker themselves is just really getting in the habit of having like SDK versions that are not like the entire Docker library and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
with their new like, API Go modules and stuff, which is good, which is
Mm-hmm.
what we moved to. But we'll have to track like what version is the minimum API version every time we bump those. I think in both pack, image util, lifecycle, like I think like we would need to kind of figure out what uh what our minimum Docker API version would be and find a way to not accidentally break that contract should we document it. Um,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if we can have like some kind of task to tell us, hey, you need to upgrade this at some point. I know that recently at least, I changed the way that we used to have like a hard coded API version and then
Yeah,
try to negotiate with the daemon. So we
yeah,
changed that. And now that negotiation runs automatically behind inside Docker thing. Um,
yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
think the new APIs have like a minimum version, which hopefully won't change in a long time.
Yeah,
Like we could probably document that the API version just needs to be, because we don't really want to document out, Podman either. Like it uses the same API, right?
yeah,
And so like we
yeah,
want to be careful to, if we're going to document it, I want it to be accurate. If not, we could
yes,
probably do something like we only support whatever it is now. If it's like 10 versions back from what the current is, maybe we just say that. And so it's a sliding window.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Maybe I think that's a good point. To do
because I'm never
minimal
going to get a
version.
notice when they
Yeah,
bump that. Like I'm just never going to
yes,
notice it, and so we're going to bump it. Dependabot's going to bump it like a minor version, and it's going to break someone who has like a 2-year-old Docker daemon.
yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay.
Okay, I will not. I will think about it too.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to get thinking about it.
Good. The other thing I have is
Mhm.
just to give an update on Pack 040, which is basically what I'm trying to include in that one is the system environment implementation.
Mhm.
So it took me a little more time because I had to upgrade the Moby Docker thing first. But that's done. So the last step I'm doing is just retesting my implementation because you already released lifecycle 021, which is supporting API 015.
Mhm.
So I'm just doing that. I will just give it a try. And once I check that everything is fine, I hope that I can release. I hope that I can do it
Awesome.
today or tomorrow. So yeah, that version is coming. So uh,
Awesome. Yeah, and this actually brings Pack up a couple versions, if I'm not mistaken, right? On the platform API. Like I think it was stuck at 0.13. I don't think there was much in 0.14 that people wanted, which is why they
yeah.
haven't been hounding us
Hmm.
for it. But 0.15 has a few net new features that people are interested in trying out. So yeah, it'll be good to see that shipped. And let me
Okay,
know if you
I
run into any issues there. We can
okay. Is
help
there
those.
anything else on 015 apart from this system environment stuff? There was
Yeah,
something else that
I think that's primarily it. Like you can look at the diff of the spec to be sure, but
uh-huh,
I'm pretty
uh-huh.
sure it's basically just execm and system build packs are the two main differences that pack would have any interest in.
Okay,
I don't
so
think
I
they
will
had
work
ever
today.
removed any.
I will work today and tomorrow in trying to merge the execution environment implementation. And then I will take a look on if there is something else missing from pattern perspective for 014 and 015.
Okay,
And I will see that.
cool. Yeah, and I think it's fine if we miss something, we can always release another one. Like I don't think there's any. I don't think we've tried to be good about making sure that like when Pack supports a platform version, it has support for like the whole thing. But I don't think there's anything that forces us down that path. If something's harder to implement, it's okay to release 0.15 with like limited support of
Oh,
some
okay.
features.
Yeah,
I
I
think
can put that. Yeah, I can put that in the release note. So because I know that
if we're
this
missing
system,
anything, yeah,
yeah, this execution environment is planned for a long time, and I want us to release that thing.
yeah, cool. All right. Anything else?
Got nothing.
No, I don't have anything else.
Well, all right. Then I will let everyone get some time back, and we'll see some of you next week, I'm sure. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye bye, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, folks.